there, but that's all experience. Youngest guy in the Grand Prix, left a big gap there for Jason.
Here's the lineup then for heat number 10. It's coming thick and fast in Cardiff. Hans Andersen with 2 points in red off the inside. Then Magnus Zetterström in blue. Chris Harris with 4, wears the white helmet. And Chris Holder off the outside in yellow. 5 points, a win in the second place so far. He'll try and do what Jason Crump just did and win off the outside gate.
Yeah, it'd be great if he can, but I mean, Jason didn't make a start, but he was very, very clever around the first bend and on the first lap. So, you know, Chris is really going to have to be on his game here on gate 4, Chris Holder. Bomber Harris off gate 3, as we know, doesn't make great gates. That can make a complete difference what Chris Holder does in the first bend.
Hans Andersen also off the inside in red is a rider looking to get a foothold in this meeting. 2 third places so far. And he knows he'll have to raise his game a little bit if he wants a top 8 finish and a place in the semi-finals. So Andersen, Zetterström, Harris and Holder, your lineup for heat number 10 here in Cardiff. And it's a good start by Hans Andersen off the inside. He just gets his nose in front, but cutting back up the inside comes Chris Holder. All about the horsepower and the drive. Andersen just manages to hold on. Harris is tailed off at the back. Andersen in red leads. Holder in yellow in second place. Zetterström in blue is third, and Chris Harris at the back.
Hans Andersen making the most of it there now out of the start. Chris Holder having a real go, but can't really, he's trying to guard the inside.
They're on board here with Chris Holder, and just look at him trying to find some drive to get on the back wheel of Hans Andersen. But at the moment, he's not really making any inroads. Zetterström is still having a nibble from third place, and Chris Harris at the back will be very disappointed about this as we ride with Chris Holder.
Yeah, it's got to be exciting to be on the handlebars with Chris Holder because the guy is on the gas. And when he's going, he's really having a go, but he can't hunt Hans Andersen down there at all. Hans Andersen's looking very good now. He's finally made a start.
Hans Andersen wins heat number 10, followed home by Chris Holder. Magnus Zetterström in third, and Chris Harris tailed off at the back, which will disappoint the home crowd here in Cardiff tonight.
Not as much as it'll disappoint Chris Harris, I can tell you. You know, the guy's turned around there and come back in the pits. He's bitterly disappointed because he's an out-and-out racer, and as the dirt line's moving out and out, the guys are all sitting on the same piece of the track. I'd say he'd be very, very disappointed that he couldn't try and make a run around the outside.
Hans Andersen celebrates his first win of the night, moves him on to 5 points. That's significant for him after 2 third places, and he looked very smooth in winning that, did the Danish World Cup skipper. Here's the results of heat number 10. A win for Hans Andersen in red, Chris Holder in yellow was second, Magnus Zetterström in blue was third, and Chris Harris bringing up the rear. 0 points for Chris Harris, and Chris Holder there with that second place moves on to 7 points, and Hans Andersen all of a sudden has got his way into the top 8 with that victory.
Yeah, fair play to Hans. I mean, he's a guy I expected to be way further up there in the World Championships this year. Chris Holder still again made a good start. Watch this, he does the same as Jason Crump. Jumped out of 4, didn't really make it. Now watch this as he cuts back, look at this. At that stage he's looking at back mudguards. He's not anywhere really even in the mix, but made a very good first bend and almost come up the inside of Hans Andersen there, not quite enough.
There we see how tight it was running down the back straight, and Hans Andersen just able to get his nose in front, and despite the best efforts of Chris Holder, he couldn't close the gap, and Hans Andersen moves to a victory which takes him on to 5 points and might just settle the nerves of Hans Andersen.